Halo, halo, witam was moi kochani bardzo serdecznie, jestem Marcisław, wy jesteście w to jest Black Mirror. W poprzednim odcinku dowiedzieliśmy się, że w okolicach posiadłości znajdowała się kiedyś kopalnia, której pracownicy nie mieli zbyt dobrego losu. I taka ciekawostka, bo mam oba naboje. W poprzednim odcinku, swoją drogą poprzedni odcinek, tak, ma dwa naboje. W poprzednim odcinku właśnie, on miał godzinę, więc to był ciekawy odcinek. Wyszliśmy sobie na zewnątrz i zabił mnie wilk. Ja przypomniałem sobie, o co chodzi. Słuchajcie, tutaj jest kłódka. Ostatnio wystrzeliłem oba naboje, żeby ją...
The right side of the lock is quite rusty. Maybe I'll be able to break it somehow.
Właśnie, kiedy w poprzednim odcinku strzelałem do kłódki, to nie sprawdziłem drugim guzikiem, czyli prawym, gdzie warto by strzelić. Przez to straciłem dwa naboje, bo z jakiegoś powodu pierwszym Samuel musiał spudłować. Teraz sprawdziłem i... ta mocna kłódka... Dobra, nieważne.
I must aim carefully and hit the most fragile part of the lock.
Potrzebuję potrzebuję jeden nabój na zewnątrz, dobrze.
Perfect shot. The padlock is down.
Oj chopie. That was some fancy shooting. Pretty good. Jeżeli ktoś załapał to nawiązanie, no to proszę bardzo, nie może mi przybić żółwika, ponieważ no, jak przyłożę pięść do kamery, to nic nie będzie widać. Dobra, wychodzimy. A na zewnątrz czeka nas, dobrze, że zapisałem wcześniej. Wychodzimy i jest wilk. Szybko, rewolwer. Inaczej byśmy zginęli. Biedny wilczek. Swoją drogą, nie wyłączamy światła. Nic, w ogóle księżyc jest na niebie, a musi być naprawdę późno. To jest pełnia. A dla tych, kogo może to ciekawić, dla tych, kogo to ciekawi, to udało mi się. Co się stało?
You look terrible, Samuel. Did something happen?
No, it's just that I've had a difficult day. I'm all right.
You came in rather late. I did want to have a word with you, but I have to leave for the sanatorium in a short while.
Now? At night?
Yes. There is a problem that cannot wait.
Can't you put it off to tomorrow morning?
Unfortunately, I cannot.
What's this about, then?
I do not know exactly myself. I will determine the situation when I arrive there. It must not be anything serious. You need not worry, Victoria.
Please return as soon as possible. I do not like your going there at night in this terrible weather.
It's late already. I must go now. See you tomorrow, Samuel.
Goodbye.
Be careful, Robert.
Do not fear.
I'll be leaving for Wales tomorrow, Victoria. I should return in 2 days.
To Wales? May I ask why?
Oh, just for a visit.
Haven't seen dear Eleanor for a very long time. I will write a letter to her first thing in the morning. Will you take it to her along with my greetings?
Of course.
Thank you.
I'll go to my room now, Victoria. I need to take a rest.
Of course, Samuel.
According to William's diary, the next key has to be in the Wales Manor. I must not delay. I'll set off tomorrow.
A więc, moi drodzy, rozdział 3. I teraz chyba mogę powiedzieć. Poszperałem troszeczkę i przygotowałem się do dzisiejszego live'u z... No, na początku będzie z Reksia i Kretesa w akcji. Przygotowałem... Co jest? O. Dobrze, kolejna wizja. Rozdział nazywa się Lost Legacy, czyli zaginione dziedzictwo. No. Kolejny znak, kolejny trup. Kto to? Wiking? Nie miał jednej nogi.
I awoke, drenched in sweat
Musiał
today.
być Wik, kto
My
inny.
past memories are haunting me even in my dreams. I should not have returned. I cleared my thoughts and decided to carry on with what I had begun. I set off for our family's manor in Wales so that I could finish what William couldn't. I hope Eleanor will not refuse my visit.
Podobna
I
brama.
don't even know whether she'll still remember me. According to William's diary, the next key must be somewhere at the manor. I have to obtain it. However, I have no clue as to where to start looking. The grate is locked.
Może zadzwonisz przez domofon?
I'll wait for a while.
Okej. Brzmi dobrze.
Maybe the ringing was too short for anyone to hear me.
Może. Zadzwonimy jeszcze raz. Halo rodzinka, przyjechałem.
Maybe the doorbell doesn't work. I can't hear it from here. It seems that the wires inside barely connect. It seems that the
A mogę te kable jakoś naprawić?
doorbell must be broken. Otherwise someone would surely have heard it.
O, widzę, że znowu przedmioty nam oczyściło.
Maybe if the blade were thinner. Maybe if the blade were thinner.
Jeżeli dobrze słyszę, to Samuel mówi maybe if the blade was thinner, czyli no byłoby cieńsze, a nie grubsze. Kluczem może? Patrz, jak chwyciłem klucz, coś się wydarzyło.
That won't do.
Ale musimy coś znaleźć tutaj. Uszkodzona
The
rzeźba.
left leg of the statue is broken off. There's a nail stuck in the column.
O, gwóźdź.
It wasn't at all hard to pull out.
Dobra, no to mamy nasze cieńsze ostrze. Konkretnie gwóźdź.
I'll try to stick the nail under the doorbell so that it connects the wires. That seems to have helped. Someone's coming.
No ktoś idzie. O, przyszedł.
What do you want, sir?
Madame Eleanor is not expecting anyone today.
I am Samuel Gordon from Black Mirror. I am here to visit Eleanor. Take me to her, please.
I'm sorry, sir, that's quite impossible.
What do you mean?
Pardon me, you said you were a Gordon?
Yes, Samuel Gordon, the son of Randall Gordon.
I'd like to trust you, but I can't. There have been some problems recently, and I've got to be very careful about who I let in. Maybe if you could prove your identity somehow, sir.
I must say, I expected a warmer reception.
I'm sorry, sir, I must insist.
Cóż, no, mam na przykład... W portfelu powinienem
I
mieć
can't wait
jakieś...
the whole day. I've got a lot of work to do in the garden.
Człowieku! Po lasce! A ty mucho... Mam nadzieję, że ta mucha nie przelazła po kamerze, bo widziałem, że łazi. Czym mógłbym udowodnić? No, albo kartą kondolencyjną, albo w
There are
portfelu.
some coins in it.
Po co wyciągam pieniądze?
There's quite a lot of...
Dowód może trzyma w portfelu.
I hope he's going to... I haven't traveled the entire day, only to be left standing in front of the gate.
Mam zajęcie.
Oh, is that you again, sir? Can you prove you're a Gordon?
Oczywiście, masz tu portfel.
Sir, I have served Madam for over 12 years, and I am completely loyal.
All right. No,
Miałem nadzieję, że w portfelu będzie...
I hope you will find this to be sufficient proof of my identity. It's William Gordon's mourning card. He is one of the reasons why I have come.
Ale nie nosi, że są dowodu osobistego. To jest 90.
I
który?
apologize for the disbelief. Some hoodlums tried to rob us a short while back, hence the extra caution, you see.
I understand. May we go in now?
Follow me. I'll see you inside. Pardon me, madam.
Yes, Louis. I see we have a visitor.
This is Samuel Gordon. He has come from Castle Black Mirror.
Oh, yes. I know who he is, Louis. That's all right. Is your memory failing you? I hope you welcomed our guest warmly, Louis.
I didn't know who he was, madam, and therefore I didn't want to let him in.
Welcome to Wales, Samuel. Hopefully Louis didn't annoy you too much.
No, madam. He explained the reasons for his cautious behavior.
We need to be extra careful these days. We were almost robbed last week. But that is probably of little interest to you. So why are you delighting me with your visit?
Can we speak in private?
I understand. Louis, can you return to your duties now?
Certainly, madam.
Thank you. I am so glad you have come, Samuel. I have not seen anyone from the family in years, and time passes so slowly here. Tell me, how long are you planning to stay with us?
Several days, I expect, but I don't know yet.
Only a few days? That's a pity. Victoria wrote about what had happened to William. I liked him very much. He was a great man. I regret not attending the funeral, but I am weak, and a long journey might affect my health further. I explained everything to Victoria in a letter. I hope she is not angry with me. Do you know whether she received my letter? I have not received a reply, and I do not know what to think about it.
But I have her reply here. I promised to deliver it.
Really? You are very kind. I am not keen on waiting in uncertainty. I will read it this evening. But surely you have not come just to deliver a letter.
Czasem korekta jest, no... Nie mam pojęcia, dlaczego nikt nie chce zainwestować w korektę czasem, albo czemu korekta się opierdala. Widzieliście, tam było 4 razy napisane to samo.
Tell me, madam, when did you last see William?
That was a very long time ago. Yes, I do remember. He came to visit me 2 years ago, along with Robert. It was nice to see them again after such a long time.
How long did they stay?
Less than a month, I think. Why are you asking about it anyway?
I'm picking up certain pieces of a puzzle.
I see.
Do you remember any significant occurrence from that visit? Did William behave normally?
I do not remember him behaving in a... or maybe... As I recall, he was enormously interested in our family tune. That surprised me. He seemed quite obsessed with it. In fact, he kept asking me about it all the time and finally convinced me to take him inside. I did not want anyone to disturb my ancestors' rest, but I eventually gave in. I don't know what he'd been after, though he did not want to answer any of my questions, even though I asked him directly. That day, he really did behave strangely.
William was inside the tomb. However, he found nothing, just as he recorded in his diary.
Ta mucha. Dobra, po kolei. Pamiętnik?
I found William's personal diary, Eleanor. I read all the important records several times. He mentions the tomb you spoke about. Are you sure he did not tell you anything about it? Can you remember anything more from his visit?
Much time has passed since then, Samuel, but my memory still serves me well. He did not give me any idea why he'd been interested in that place so much. Nothing at all.
I understand.
Klątwa klanu Gordonów.
You most probably are aware of the curse that has harassed our family for so long. What do you think about it?
The curse of the Gordons? You would not believe such a tale, would you? Being a young man of the modern age, Samuel?
The chronicles state that Durgam Gordon found his final rest somewhere at this manor. Perhaps this refers to your family tomb.
I do not think so. The tomb is old, but not older than 200 years. As far as I know, the tales about Durgam reach much farther into the past. The only thing I know of him is the memorial with his name. Even if the chronicles did not lie, his grave would have certainly fallen apart a long time ago.
William knew that Durgam's key must be somewhere at the manor. I've got to get into that tomb somehow.
Okej, no to może powie nam, kim jest osoba na zdjęciu.
Madam, do you know this man?
Widzę pozytywkę, taką samą jak wcześniej mieliśmy.
He reminds me of someone, but I may be mistaken. Am I supposed to know him?
Oh, I believe so. It's William's protege.
James! I didn't recognize him in this older picture. I only knew him as a little boy. Oh, where could he be now?
He is in Robert's care, in the sanatorium in Ashbury.
Is he still... Poor lad. James was quite normal when he was young, but as he matured, that strange illness of his got worse. And he started to regress rapidly. That is why in the end, William put him in Robert's hands. Poor boy. I'm glad you told me. At least I can pray for him.
I remember the last time I was here as well. However, I'm a little surprised that you remembered me.
Of course I remember you. I have not lived here all my life. You know, I also spent some years at the Black Mirror Castle. My memory is the only thing that still serves me well. You were very young then. I can certainly understand that you would not remember the boring visits of relatives from afar.
Okej, mąż.
I would also like a word with Richard. Can you tell me where I can find him?
Richard, my husband. I do not know. We barely see one another. I will tell you why before you ask. It's that damned chemistry lab of his and all those nonsensical experiments. You see, when he
Alchemia?
was young, he was an avowed scientist but never made his breakthrough. Years ago, he stopped his experiments for a long time, and I thought it was for good. But lately, the old fool has returned to those silly experiments and would rather spend his time with a microscope and formulae rather than with me.
So you don't know where I can find him?
I am angry with him right now. I'm not interested in the least what he is doing or where he is. I forbade him to carry out any experiments in the mansion, because I am afraid something might happen. If you want to talk to him, go to the old house in the garden. Most of the time, he closets himself in there with his chemicals. Surely, you will be able to find him.
Okej. Co dalej? Dzwonek do drzwi. Opowiedzmy o tym.
Do you know that after having traveled a whole day, I almost did not make it past your main gate?
Yes, I do. Louis did not want to let you in.
Nie
You
to.
must forgive him. He's only doing what he has been told.
Oh, it wasn't just Louis. The doorbell doesn't work.
Oh well, this whole place is falling apart. Many things do not work anymore. The mansion is slowly deteriorating. Richard does not care about these things, and I cannot manage it all alone. I'm glad I at least have Louis to help me. Without him, the garden would have become desolate a long time ago. Would you please tell Louis to fix that silly doorbell?
Certainly.
Dobrze. Coś wiesz może o kluczach?
Eleanor, have you ever seen anything like this?
No. What is it supposed to be?
Oh, I hoped you would tell me.
I'm sorry.
According to William's diary, an object similar to this one should be somewhere here at the manor.
I really have not seen anything like it before.
Will you allow me to examine the grounds of the mansion?
Gladly. Consider yourself at home. Just tell Louis that you are my guest.
Okej. A takie symbole może widziałaś?
Look at these pictures. Do the images make any sense to you?
No, I'm afraid they don't. So what do the symbols mean?
I'm not sure myself, but I hope to find out.
Dobra, i teraz najważniejsze. Nocleg, gdzie mogę spędzić noc? O!
May I know which room you plan to make available for me this evening?
Louis will get the east room ready for you. It is cozy and warm. You are my guest.
Thank you. I think I'll go now.
Cóż, i przy tej pięknej muzyce może zakończymy ten odcinek. Nie był długi, ale treściwy w informacje. W kolejnym zwiedzimy rezydencję. W ogóle zaczęliśmy rozdział 3. Jej, jesteśmy dość daleko w grze. Ona chyba ma 5 rozdziałów. Z czego kolejne już są krótsze. Jeżeli dobrze pamiętam. No i cóż. Mam nadzieję, że wam się podobało. Zostawcie lajka, jeżeli tak. Do zobaczenia w kolejnym odcinku. Kochane dzieci Boże. Siema.